Divine day, divine one, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. We're going to get into this collective reading. So, if you're here, it's for you. You've been on this period where you just had to have some time off. You were here for it. You were like, yeah, okay, fine. So, clearly, it's break time for me. I'm just going to relax. Some of you, you've been single for a while. Some of you have literally been off work for a while. Some of you, things have just been rolling slow. You've been doing the basic, but you haven't been doing any extra. It was perfect. That's where you were supposed to be. Okay. And it was because you had been doing so much work leading up to that period that your soul was ready for a break. It needed a break. It deserved a break. And it's like, I heard also anywhere where you were going so hard on yourself, you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to be real easy with myself right now. I deserve to go easy on myself. I deserve to have this break. I deserve to not feel so much stress. It's like anywhere where you used to get stressed out, you stopped allowing it to affect you that way. You became more discerning. You became more discerning about what you allowed to affect your mentality. You became more protective of your mind space. So even if physically you weren't taking a literal break, like you were taking a break emotionally and mentally. Yeah. So you could have still been doing the same exact thing. A lot of you were not. A lot of you had changed up what you were doing in some sort of way, but you could have been, some of you could not change up the physical action. What you could change up was your head space about it, your feeling space about it. This is where somebody realizes, you know what, they're not paying for my emotional investment. They're going to get exactly what they're paying for. I'm going to do this function and that's it. I'm not going to care either way, one way or another. This ain't my business. Literally. Why is it giving me the energy of, we went to the grocery store and my lady was like, babe, you're not going to walk around with that cart like that. We had one of them rickety out going through the grocery store carts, right? I'm like, this ain't my cart. I don't own this store. I don't own this cart. It should be embarrassing to the store that owns this cart. If I own this store, all these carts would get some WD-40 and they'd be all nice and smooth and silent. The dude that was doing the produce was just laughing. So there's that energy there. It's like, if this place is rickety and falling apart, I didn't make this. This ain't my place. I don't have to be worried about what it looks like. This is not my basket. I don't own this basket. If it were mine, it'd be running a lot smoother. I don't own this business. This isn't my business. I don't have to be emotionally invested when all they're paying me for is to answer the phones, file the paperwork, do the numbers, put the orders in, whatever it is. So somebody here that got that mentality about it, and that might not be in your physical life, right? So this is something you came to peace with in the past. And so now you have this energy of higher level commitments. Now you have this energy of focusing more on your personal relationships. Now you have this energy of focusing more on the things that are actually yours, that you can do something about, the things that matter for you, the things that are invested in you. You're investing in those, is what I see. The connections with the people who are invested in you. That's what you're connecting and investing in. Yeah. You're also not, in other words, thank you. You're not allowing yourself to become smaller energetically in order to please this boss. You know, they may want you to be a certain type of personality, be tough as nails, be mean, be strict, be whatever. You're just going to be who you are. You're not going to diminish your energy. You're not allowing that energy to change because of external people's decisions, especially if they're not invested in it. Now, I also see that you having connections now that honor this place where you're at. They honor your light. They honor your energetics. They honor your energetic size, your energetic prowess, your energetic position. I hear position. Yeah. And yeah, it's like, it's your chance to receive now. So as you decided that, I literally have zero F's to give about that because it's not mine. I'm here to do this and that and the other. And that's it. That's it. I'm not giving you nothing else. Okay. As you did that, what did it do? It made people appreciate you more. Whether it's in the same place that you made that decision in or a whole nother place or 10 different places, I just see like you're finding a lot more appreciation. It's funny what happens when you really begin to honor and value your worth, your time, your presence, your energy, because in your doing that for yourself, you attract others to do the same thing. Yeah, you've been very consistent and keeping your energy up and keeping your own vibrations higher, you know. And it doesn't mean that you don't have emotions. It doesn't mean you don't dip. But when you do, you address it, and then you choose the elevation again. You realize, hold on, what is real here? What's an illusion? What's mine? Is that mine? Oh, I just saw so many of you have learned to use that question. Is it mine? Is this feeling mine? And again, to stop identifying by the feeling instead of I am sad today, or I am angry, or I am irritable, allowing it to be external to you. It's a feeling. It's not you. You are not that feeling. In other words, I feel sad today. I feel angry today. I feel irritable today. It's a feeling. It's going to pass. It's going to pass. It's going to pass. So it's not to say you're not having feelings. It's just you're realizing, like, where do my feelings, what are the feelings showing me? My feelings have a purpose. They're not an identity. They're showing me, they're guidance. Yeah. So you're doing exactly what your highest self wants you to be doing at this time. Some of you are doing an investigation into the North Node in your birth chart. If you haven't, definitely do that, because your North Node is going to give you more information about your life purpose for this lifetime. This energy that as you mature and you grow and you meet the challenges of life, who and what you are set to become at this time. Likewise, the South Node is your comfort zone. This is what you're already real good at. You brought this from your past life, and it's a place where if you continue to repeat that process, it can really hold you back. Yeah. So what did you do is you stepped into this place of addressing issues that were stifling your health, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, or physically. Yeah. You stepped into this place where you address these issues. You address these, and I could see it. Like, imagine somebody who's constantly worried and stressed about what's happening at work. Girl, they ain't paying you for your feelings. Boy, they are not paying you for how you feel about it. They are paying you to go in there and do a function. If it ain't your business, literally, it ain't your business. Just go in there, do what you meant to do it, and keep yourself organized in the way, in the character, in the energy that feels best for you to not only accomplish that, but the other things that you have to do. You are not your job. You are not your business. Even if it is your business, you're not your business. You're so much more. So there's this energy of emotionally detaching from things that are not you, not owning the emotions. Yeah. Some of you are noticing at this time, like, where you are addressing and taking action to address anything that was holding you in lower vibrations. I see that very strongly in this reading. And it's like anywhere where you're doing that, you're doing a really good job. Spirit wants to give you some kudos right here. You're doing a really good job. You've taken your power into your own hands to remove yourself from struggles, from feeling overwhelmed. Okay. You gain enough strength. In other words, somebody has been in the gym day in, day out, day in, day out. You've been in the gym for years. And I heard you never left. Once you went into the gym, you never left. Okay. So it's like, could you imagine somebody who's just nonstop lifting weights all the time? Like, at some point, baby, you got to give your body a break. So there's this energy here of always thinking that you have to fix something, you have to heal something, you have to make it better. And it's not even about you, it's about the people. And all that was creating this strength inside of you. Now that you finally realize, like, I didn't break it, I don't have to fix it. You're in this place where you're taking action that actually allows you to enjoy the healing you've created for yourself, because that was the real reason you did it. And then the side effect of wanting to help them comes from enjoying the healing that you created from yourself and for yourself. It's not in headbutting yourself up against the wall. It's not in trying to prove your point to them, trying to get them to join in on your fun, trying to get them to join in on your healing. It's not about that. It's about you fully being there in of your own, independently of their ideas. Okay. Yeah. So what's going to happen now is somebody shows up. Something shows up. Someone or something shows up that asks you to take all that muscle that you gained. You finally had a little bit of break, but now it's time to use it practically. So here's the perfect example they just showed me. You could go to the gym, build up all those muscles and all that stuff, right? But if I got to move this big ass cabinet right here, and you don't want to use those muscles to help me, what the fuck good is the muscles? Excuse my language. Somebody doesn't like foul language. It's not foul, it's expressive. I'm just saying. But if you have the muscle and you see this lady struggling, trying to carry the big old cabinet by herself, dragging it, pushing it, trying to do everything she can to pull it, and you got all this muscle where you could just make it so much easier. What good is the muscle if you don't use it? So what is this symbolic of for you? Because I see that there's somebody here in your environment who is worthy and deserving and appreciative of the helping hand of the muscle that you have. It's like, hold on, you got some muscle wow, you want to help me, and I don't feel like this person approaches you. I feel like you see a need and you feel a need. Okay, somebody just watched the animated movie Robots. I just heard that. Yeah. um Somebody here, you're seeing a person in a situation where somebody's trying to take advantage of them. You could literally be standing there and watching a person reach into another person's pocketbook where they're unaware, or grab something out of their pocket or something like that, and you say something. You got the muscle, you got the ability to rectify a situation for this person, is what I see. Yeah. Somebody here, you saw a hit and run and you just happen to get the license plate number, and you know what, instead of taking off and acting like there's nothing you can do about it, you stop and you go ahead and you act as a witness and you provide the information that you saw, which really helps this person, because now there's a way to get some justice, I hear. Okay. Yeah. You become aware that somebody here has been, I heard, under the whip in some sort of way, and there's an opportunity here. There's an opportunity here for you to show somebody a way to remove the whip, remove the cracker of the whip from off of them. Okay, for somebody, there's some racism involved in this and racial bias involved in the situation. I just heard that. But either way, you have the muscle, you have the ability, you have the know-how, you have the strength to help break this situation. And why does it matter to you? Because this person is in this situation and presented in your life, because as I said, you've been in the spiritual gym, you've been in the energetic gym, you've been in the intellectual gym. And as you see something here, it's like this person's soul is calling for help. And little did you know that they were showing up on your path so you could show yourself that all that time in the gym was not just in vain. It wasn't just for appearances. It was for action. It was so you could actually use it. Some of you are, I just saw you energetically working. I just saw you addressing whatever issue or concern it was from the highest vibrational place, energetically, spiritually, knowing that it's not in your best interest to go picket and hold a sign and yell. As a matter of fact, it's more in your best interest to sit in your home in meditation and dwell on the results of the solutions. Yes. What does the solution look like? What does it feel like once the solution has been instituted, once that energy has been reclaimed, okay, and utilized in a way that does not defame and destroy and abuse others, okay? Yeah, so you're using your power to address a problem. This is what you've been training for. This is a lifetime of training that brought you to this point. It's part of the divine plan, where once you became strong enough, once you had healed enough, someone or something would come into your awareness or into your physical experience. You had the ability to address it head on, to cut the monster off at its head, to bring solutions to the experience. And this deeply affects somebody's life. This allows, it's almost as though I see this person who is like a horse, and this wild, free horse was lassoed and restrained by the neck and tied to a tree, chained to a tree. I heard chained to a tree. And it's like you had bolt cutters and you just freed it. Yeah, symbolic of what? What is this? Who is this in your experience? Yeah. You share your voice because this person is showing up, and they are a mirror of the healing work that you've done. You could see somebody who is in the same place of desperation, of calling, of searching, of readiness, of receptivity, of willingness. In other words, you see them doing it for themselves. So yeah, why not pitch in and lend that helping hand? That's the energy. Yeah, so you're going to do that because they remind you of where you were at one point. Yeah, they remind you of where you were at one point. And so here you are, saying, you know what? I know exactly what you need. And guess what? I can help you. Unlike me, you won't have to go through this alone. Unlike me, nobody was here to help me. And so unlike me, I'm here. And guess what? I don't have to do much for you because you already did so much on yourself. But let me share this with you, right? Let me share this with you. It's some things that they didn't see, right? That you're going to be able to express, share, show. There's something here about that. Yeah. And it has to do something with a separation due to wise judgment being utilized. Yeah, a separation from someone that they love. that was wise judgment. It was shocking, it was difficult, and there's a lot of feelings about it. Yet it is in their best interest. Yet it is in their best interest. So this lets me know that you've had to separate from a lot of things that was in your best interest, like your boss's emotional projections. Okay, yeah. What ends up happening in this is you end up in so much joy. I even see the Kundalini rise. Yeah, they're showing me specifically experiences where the Kundalini rises. Yeah, I had two specific experiences. I don't know how often. Uh, Technically, I don't have the facts on that. There's a bunch of stuff that's written and produced out there, but for me, I experienced it twice. And the second time that I experienced it was in helping another human directly. And so that's what they're showing me is the Kundalini rises in you. When the Kundalini rises, you'll feel the energy come up your entire spine and come out your head. In both experiences for me, when it come out my head, it came out with tears of overflowing joy, satisfaction, feeling divine connection. In both of those experiences for me, it happens. So some of you are having that here. And what it is the death of the old life. And this is a confirmation of the journey being worthwhile. Okay. And a certain level of completion of the old journey. Yeah, I hear a lot of what has held you in what seems to be the same place has been the idea that the place hasn't changed, but the place has changed. The place has changed because you had changed. Yeah, and a lot of all this change came out of your taking your wounds, your taking your pains, and your healing from them. Your choice to turn your pain into gain. Yeah. No pain, no gain is what the world says, right? Well, literally, there's the laws of the universe, the law of rhythm. What goes down can only go up as far as it went down, right? Things can only go up once it went down. There's this energy here of the pendulum. It must swing both ways. If it's been going one way for so long, it's time for it to swing the other way. And so, yeah, I see that from your pain, yeah, you took so much power. You found your truth. You created change in your physical life. You learned boundaries. And as a result of those boundaries hold space for you to receive exactly what you asked for, what you wanted, more flow in life, the feeling of confidence, the feeling of empowerment, the feeling of connection, pure positive energy. I heard, send me a higher love. Whoa. So there's that energy there of a higher love. And whether that is romantic or non-romantic, it doesn't matter. Whether it's about your career, whether it's about your spirit, definitely I heard it's about your soul. Whatever this is, it's so important that you get to have this experience now. So there's a lot of validation coming for the challenges that you faced. Yeah, there was a lot of places where you had to stand your ground, and it's like the way I'm seeing it is like in one of the final scenes from the movie Cloud Atlas, where you had to stand your ground. She had all her protectors out there, holding off the warring energies. The rebels were with her, right, and protecting her so she could produce her message. Yeah, the Seven of Wands, you had to produce an energy. That's the only part of the movie that I'm finding relevant right now. But you had to stand your ground, and what you could not see with your physical eye was a spiritual team. You had a whole spiritual team, a whole spiritual army that was surrounding you, supporting you, as this onslaught of invisible energies was coming your way, and it was showing up in physical bodies of physical humans and physical experiences that were meant to try to knock you off your throne, take you off your path, take you out completely, ruin you, because what you were creating was so empowering, so freeing, not just for you, but for a lot of your soul, for all of your soul ties who would just choose it. Okay, you make it easier for so many others to just choose it. Others that you'll never know. You created so much abundance for yourself. You created so much abundance of empowerment. It's all been a path. You're starting to see the results of having been on the path. There's this crumbling of anything that held you back. Anywhere where you're at this war inside your mind between who you used to be and who you're becoming, that is coming to its end. That this is like anything that doesn't allow the end of that, right? On all time, space, and dimension. Yeah, that old energy is crumbled. The lack and limitation mentality is crumbled. The poverty mentality is crumbled. The not good enough mentality is crumbled. And anything that doesn't allow that on all time, space, and dimension, would you like to uncreate and destroy right now? Yes, yes. Yes, allowing a freedom, allowing who you really are to come through and show you what you chose to become. It was all yours in the making. It was all in harmony with the joy and the love and the peace and happiness in your own hearts. I love this message. And if you didn't, now is the perfect time to start. This is what I have for you today. Until next time. Sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.